So if you guys ever played Genshin Impact before, you guys would know that farming for artifacts is absolutely atrocious. You guys can farm the same artifact domain for months and not get a single good artifact from it. The entire artifact system requires way too much luck in RNG, and overall the entire system kinda sucks, and HoYoverse knows this. So after about 4 years, and yeah, I'm not kidding, it took them 4 years for them to actually do something about this, which is absolutely crazy. So in order to fix this, they added something called an Artifact Transmuter in 5.0. However, even with the Artifact Transmuter, it only solved half the problem, and it still required a lot of luck in RNG in order to get a good artifact. So yeah, the Artifact Transmuter has a lot of flaws, but not anymore. HoYoverse just announced they'll be updating the Artifact Transmuter in 5.5, and this new update is absolutely game changing, and it might actually break Genshin. Not really, but let's talk about it. Hey guys, how's it going? It's Trieyx here, back with another Genshin Impact video. So before we get started, like always, hit the like and subscribe button. You guys want more Genshin Impact content. You guys know the whole song and dance. Now that all you guys like and subscribe,
We?
let's get to the real topic of this video. So like I said in the beginning of this video, there's going to be an update to the Artifact Transmuter in 5.5, or really the Sanctifying Elixir, whatever you guys want to call it. Basically summarize what the update is about. You guys know how when you guys use the Elixir or like the Artifact Transmuter, you guys can pick a main stat as well as 2 substats. Currently, when you make an artifact using the Artifact Transmuter, if you level up that artifact, the substat that get increased is random. Kind of like every other artifact you guys get from the artifact domain. So yeah, even though when you use the Artifact Transmuter, you still might not get an actual good artifact, because even though your main stats are good and you do have like the right substats, it doesn't really matter if you level up your artifact and none of the upgrades go to the correct substats. That's what I mean when I say that the Artifact Transmuter, while it's still pretty good, it only fixed half the problem because there's still a lot of RNG involved. But with this new update, they're changing all of that, at least some of it. But yeah, basically with this new update, if you create an artifact using the Artifact Transmuter, whichever 2 substat you pick on your artifact, you're guaranteed to receive at least 2 enhancements to those substats, meaning that no longer will you make an artifact from the Artifact Transmuter and not get a single enhancement to that substat you pick. Now with this new update, the Artifact Transmuter and the artifact you get from it will always be pretty decent, if not really good. So for example, let's say you make a goblet and your main substat is Pyro, and you pick 2 substats in crit damage and crit rate. With this new update, you're guaranteed to receive 2 enhancements to either your crit rate or crit damage, and the rest of the enhancements are RNG. And usually when you level an artifact, you receive at least 4 or 5 enhancements depending on how many substats your artifact starts off with. So if you start off with like 3 substats, and the first enhancement will give you a 4th substat, but if you guys already have 4 substats on the artifact, you get an extra additional enhancement to it. So that's what I mean when I say that you get 4 or 5 enhancements depending on your artifact. So hypothetically speaking, if you get 5 enhancements on your artifact, at least 2 of those enhancements will go to your respective substat that you picked when you made your artifact on the Artifact Transmuter. That is crazy. Like, that is really good, because previously, like I said before, it was completely random. So even though you made this artifact from the Artifact Transmuter and it's pretty decent from the start, it can get completely ruined if you guys don't get the enhancements to the right substats. And the thing is with the Artifact Transmuter and the Sanctifying Elixir is that it takes a while to actually get these things. You can only get like 1 a month, I think, for free from the Artifact Transmuter, and if you guys get the Battle Pass, you get another one from there. But other than that, I think that's kind of about it. I could have sworn that they said that you can get some more from the events or whatever, but I never really see any from the events. Maybe I'm tripping, I don't know, or maybe I'm not, but it's actually not from the events but from somewhere else. If you guys know, definitely let me know in the comment section below. But what I can see so far, you can only get like 2 per month, and one of those elixirs is locked behind the Battle Pass. So yeah, it takes months to actually be able to use the Artifact Transmuter to make a really good artifact. And yeah, I see a lot of posts on Reddit and stuff like that where people saved up all the elixirs to make an artifact, only for that artifact to turn out to be really bad because it didn't get the right enhancements, the right substats, and that must be really infuriating, because I couldn't imagine saving up all that resources just to finally be able to get a good artifact only for it to be poop. So yeah, like HoYoverse knows this, and they basically got a lot of feedback from it, and they fixed it with this new update, and my goodness, this is like a complete godsend. This is gonna fix the RNG when it comes to upgrading your artifacts. There's still gonna be RNG because the other couple enhancements are not guaranteed, but still, having 2 be guaranteed to go to a substat that you actually want want them to go to. It's already pretty good. So yeah, I'll take any little win I can get. Like it really took them like 4 years for them to implement this system. So yeah, I already consider us blessed from having this Artifact Transmuter in the first place. So I'm just glad it got even better now. What really sucks is that everybody who used the elixirs prior to the 5.5 update, because any artifact you made prior to the 5.5 update does not get the benefit of this update unless they decide to allow people to reset the artifacts they made using the transmuter prior to 5.5. But knowing HoYoverse, they're probably not going to do that. They'll probably be like, well, too bad. Yeah, like that's what kind of stinks. Or at least I feel like what they should do is maybe give like a little bit of a partial refund to those who already used it beforehand. Or at least give out a few elixirs to everybody. That way we can actually benefit from this new update, because even though this Artifact Transmuter has gotten better with the 5.5 update, it still takes a while to be able to get the elixirs. Getting like 1 or 2 a month kind of stinks. So I really hope they do increase how much we get per month in the future. But yeah, for those of you guys watching this video, PSA, do not use your elixirs until 5.5. Save them until then, because we don't know whether or not they're going to be refunding people who use the elixirs beforehand, or allowing people to reset the artifacts that they made with the Artifact Transmuter. So yeah, I will play it safe and save your elixirs until 5.5. I saved all my elixirs. I did not use a single one, mostly because I was too lazy to actually use them. So thank goodness for being lazy and being a hoarder. Like, I usually hoard when it comes to these type of games. It's one of the things that kind of bothers me, but at the same time, there's times where it does come in handy. So yeah, I'm so thankful I didn't actually use mine. But yeah, I was actually really close to using mine. I was gonna make a pyro goblet for Mavika, but thank goodness I didn't use it. Oh my god, I would have been so mad seeing this, because if I was gonna make one, it would have been like a few days ago, and this update came out a few days ago. I would have gone ballistic. I'm like, oh my goodness, are you kidding me? But yeah, let me know what you guys think about this new update. Personally, for me, I think this update is really good. It's gonna help cut down a lot of the RNG from artifacts. But even then, like, there's still a lot of stuff about the artifact system I don't really like, and I feel like they should change in the future. And even with this new update to the Artifact Transmuter or Elixir or whatever, it doesn't solve everything when it comes to the flaws of the artifact system. So yeah, I just hope this is just the first step to this, because there's a lot of things they can fix with the artifact system. Like, for example, making it so that you only get one type of artifact from the artifact domain instead of 2. Separate the artifacts from the domain. That way we don't have to get artifacts we don't want. That's one thing. Another thing they can do is to guarantee 4 substats for your artifacts. That way you can always get 5 enhancements. Which, when it comes to the Artifact Transmuter, I think you're actually not guaranteed to get 4 substats. I could be wrong. I never used my elixirs, so I don't really know. But I heard it can come with 3 substats instead of 4, which is actually kind of bad. I feel like that's another update they can do with the whole elixir thing. Make it so you're guaranteed to get 4 substats instead of 3. That would be huge, because then you get another enhancement to your artifact. Is there any other reason for you to hoard your elixirs after 5.5? It's probably that. They might do something in the future where you're guaranteed to get 4 substats instead of 3 when you make your artifact from the Artifact Transmuter. But yeah, I don't know. Like, there's no guarantee they're actually going to do that in the future. But with them improving the Artifact Transmuter with this recent update, I wouldn't put it past them to do an update like that in the future, where you're guaranteed to get 4 substats. That's one reason for you guys to hoard your elixirs even after this update, because we might get more updates in the future. But like I said before, not guaranteed, and you can be hoarding forever. Yeah, like, I don't know. Like, it's up to you guys, but for me, I'm probably gonna use them after 5.5, I guess, because like I said before, I don't know if they're gonna be updating in the future where you guarantee to get 4 substats. Another update you can do with the elixirs is to make it so it doesn't cost so much to make a specific artifact. In order to make a goblet, you need 4 of them, and you don't really get much per month. So you're a free-to-play player. In order to get enough elixirs to make 1 goblet, you have to wait 4 months, and that's phrased. Why in the world have to wait 4 months just to make 1 goblet? Like, that's so stupid, man. I think they should make it so it costs 2 elixirs for every single artifact. I feel like that'll make things so much better, because that way it won't take so long for us to benefit from this Artifact Transmuter. Another update you can do in the future is allowing us to transfer substats from one artifact to another. I highly doubt they're ever going to do that, but it'd be nice if they ever did something like that, because definitely make artifact grinding a little bit easier, and they can make it so that it does cost some elixir to do that. Maybe like 1 or 2 to transfer your substats to another artifact. Yeah, I feel like it's kind of a pipe dream. I highly doubt they ever do something like that, but yeah, I'm still hoping, right? The entire artifact system definitely needs a rework, because the way it's currently constructed is not it. So yeah, I hope this is the first step in making the whole artifact grinding a lot less painful. I understand why they made the artifact system so grindy in the beginning of this game, because they kind of want to give people something to do after they reach end game. But now that this game's been out for 4 years and a lot of content to do in the game, having the artifact system being so grindy and so RNG and luck based, it's just not necessary anymore. Like, there's no need for them to up the game time from players. But yeah, that's why I think there should be a whole overhaul when it comes to the artifact system, because it definitely needs a rework for sure. But yeah, if you guys have any suggestions on what you guys would do to make the artifact system a little bit better, as well as what you guys would do to make the artifact transmuter a little bit better, definitely let me know in the comment section below. I plan on making a video in the future talking about the whole artifact system. Even though I have made one in the past, I do want to make another one because I have more thoughts on the whole artifact system, as well as like what they can do to make it better. And also another funny thing is that I was actually planning on making a video complaining about the artifact transmuter and how even though you can make a perfect artifact from it, there's still so much RNG involved when it comes to the substats that it didn't really matter if you made a perfect artifact, because it still be pooped afterwards. Say HoYoverse kind of beat me to the punch. I wasn't able to make a video on time. Anyways, that's kind of everything I want to say when it comes to the whole update. Like as before, let me know what you guys thought about the entire update, as well as the improvements you want to see when it comes to the artifact transmuter or the entire artifact system in general. But if you guys want more Genshin Impact content, definitely hit the like and subscribe button. I plan to do more of them. I do a bunch of like Genshin Impact guides, meme shorts, just like discussion videos like this, reaction videos, all that good stuff. Feel free to check out some of the Genshin videos I already made. But anyways, kind of about this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later.